Welcome to your own Immrama, which means voyage. Stories like these are based in ancient Celtic folk tradition, and this story was adapted from Kenneth McIntosh in his book Oak and Lotus. Thousands of years old, Immramas, an oral tradition like the stories you're about to hear, gave us many courageous adventures, mythologies, and archetypes that we still reference today. Stories like King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, and holy places like Avalon. These stories have elements of adventure, such as travels into otherworldly realms to meet with magical companions who guide brave warriors along their path. And these stories always contain some kind of guiding message and spiritual lesson, usually giving us a deep connection with the hero or heroine. Today, you get to be that hero and heroine. This is a choose your own adventure, and you will be asked a few questions about your personal adventure in this meditative journey. I will pause and prompt you with the question, and your mind will either give you a word or an image to take with you. Feel free to open your eyes and write down the word or image that you receive, and then close your eyes again for the next part of the story. So relax, take a deep breath, and settle in. A noisy owl roused you from your sleep, woot-woot-wooting loudly just outside your window at first light. Now, having stepped from bed, washed and dressed, you step outside and stretch and feel the cool breeze on your face. Wisps of morning fog curl slowly back and forth on the green grass that lies between your home and a beach, and beyond is the great wide ocean. You walk towards the water, and coils of mist part to reveal a tall woman clad in shimmering white garments and rainbow-colored jewels. She smiles and then speaks your name. You must ride the wave path, she says, and she motions to a boat that's drifting closely to shore. The boat has tall, curved ends and smooth, elegant lines that mirror the gentle movement of the waves. And hanging from the front of the boat is a shield, displaying your own personal crest, a one-of-a-kind design that symbolizes your unique character and strength. What images do you see on your shield? Ponder and observe for a few moments. When you're ready, you may write it down or carry that image with you. You notice now that the beautiful stranger is holding out a gleaming object for you to take. Here, take this, she says, and keep it close to you on your voyage. It will empower you and guard you on your way. What is this holy thing she just handed you? Picture the object in as much detail as you can. Your vessel awaits, the extraordinary being says. It will carry you through any peril and will never succumb to any wave. Yet, you lack instruction and a crew. Go from here and find the hermit. You know the one of which I speak, and ask that wise old sage for a word before your journey. Then, gather your companions, the people who will support you in your earthly sojourn. They will be your crew. Clutching your sacred object and filled with excitement, you leave the strange messenger and the ship behind you, hurrying past your home and up a long grassy hillside towards the forest above. You've spent many happy days in these woods, watching the birds, squirrels, and deer play, and you know the way to the hermit's hut. Although you don't normally take this route, you know the hermit values his privacy, still, you trust the stranger's instructions. The hermit's hut is built into the side of a great oak, amazing in its girth. Moss has grown into the timbers of this holy man's home, so it almost seems as if tree and house are one in the same. You raise your hand to knock on the old man's door, but as you hesitate, the door opens. I've been expecting you, he says. The one who calls you oceanward said you would come. You nod, too overcome with wonder to speak. We need not linger, says the wise one. You are here for a word, which is in fact a word of caution. Wherever you journey, whatever strange port or strange isle you enter, you must always heed this caution in mind. What is it that the hermit just warned you of? What caution must you be aware of as you take your journey? Dismissed by the old sage, you set about to gather your crew. You will select from people you've known over the course of your life. Some are alive, others may have already passed from this life, but you can summon them from your memories and have them accompany you on this voyage. Some may live near you, others may be far away, and you may have known them for a long time and on many occasions, or they may be somebody who impacted you in a significant way, though you hardly knew them. Who are your companions on this voyage? Take time to mentally choose your crew from your family, friends, and meaningful acquaintances. You might also want to include characters from books or from history. Your company gathered and your sacred objects secured in a sturdy satchel. You head back to the sea. The bright stranger smiles and stands behind that magical ship, their arm beckoning you to board with your crew. You wade through the clear, shallow water and climb aboard, and as the stranger loosens the ropes that bind the vessel to its mooring, an enormous feathered body bursts out of the ocean water ahead of you. A gigantic swan with vast wings, a long neck, bright eyes, and a shining beak appears. And one of your chosen companions gently lassos its neck, and the swan begins to swiftly pull your vessel seaward. Behind you, you hear the stranger's shimmering voice call from the shore. "Sail on without fear," she says. Follow the swan wherever she leads. Seek adventure with full delight, and do not turn back until your eyes behold that which you most desire to see. What does the swan represent to you? Have you ever sensed her presence before in your life? This is indeed a magical craft. Time and distance fly by so that you cannot tell if hours or days have passed, nor can you begin to guess how many leagues you've traversed as you watch the sea spray off the gigantic swan's back. You gaze at your trusted companions and see that they are also entranced by this fantastic journey you have undertaken. You hear an enormous splash to one side of the boat, and a whale breaches the surface of the deep. As it soars into the air, water cascading off its great back, time seems to slow to a halt. The whale's eye then meets yours, and it speaks to you. Its voice thunders in your mind. What does that whale say to you? And now the swan begins to slow. You see a shoreline, a village, houses rising up just off the beach. Seabirds with long trailing feathers, and people are standing on the beach to meet you in your boat. A little further inland are steps ascending to a big foundational rock, and atop that rock is a gigantic castle. Its towers and buttresses seem suspended in air, and its windows are dazzling with reflected light. The ship bumps gently against a dock, and waiting, helpful and eager dockhands secure its ropes. With warm and genuine eyes, these people smile and invite you to come ashore. Welcome! We've expected you. For a long time now, this special place has awaited your arrival. Go now to the castle. What will you see when the castle gates swing open? What will you see inside? From this moment on, you create the rest of your Immrama. Your adventure beckons you every day. You have many tools, skills, and powerful abilities to help you along your way, and you never, ever travel alone. Thank yourself, thank your guides, and thank your companions for showing you this journey today. Take a few moments and come back to the present moment. And please enjoy your adventure.